Hello, I am back again, and here's what I've done in the time that I was away. I've stitched around the bunny and around that. I've done the spring and I've done the two of them, and been playing around with a few bits and pieces. So I thought this is going to go here like that there, so no point going, so I'll just tuck that in there like that. That's going to go on there. So I've gotten that. I really like how that brings out this colour here. Found a little butterfly, which is what I got off Sarah from our collaboration. I was going to put that on something else that I had, but I may be thinking of putting it on there. You guys won't get one, but maybe I can have a look if I've got any other butterflies, I don't know, or even just embroider one. I'll see, but I'm just going to leave that there for inspiration. Well, there we go. So what you do with these is you get these, and I sort of twist it a little bit, and I'm going to put it through here so it goes underneath. I've actually drawn a line. I drew a line, just got the ruler out and did a faint line with a pencil. Sometimes it's not easy to get out, even though you've already seen this technique a few times. Thought I'd do the last one with you. It's always nice to do some stuff with you. So that's just back stitch, and then I've just done the stitch around the bunny. So what I've done with the bunny too is I've just gone along there with a pen and drawn sort of outline where I'm going to do some actual stitching. That's a bit like the bunny. It's the same bunny that I used on this one. This is a little bit lighter, so I'm sort of going to do it in the browns because this come out in a bit darker. So I'll do the ears and, you know, just bring out some bits and pieces of the bunny. Okay, so you know the rules of how this works. Let's go down. Just couching. I really love. I've loved every every season that I've done. It's just really nice. Like, I love different elements about all of them. Yeah, I mean, in real life, my favourite season is autumn, because it sort of has the residual warmth from summer. I'm not really big into summer, and I don't really like the heat. And I just love the autumn leaves, and you know, you got the mushrooms. It's just a really nice time of the year. We're still in only the tail end. The May is you know, the tail end of autumn, and you know, we're coming into the winter, and you know, the leaves are starting to all fall off and all that kind of stuff. But the beginning of autumn is actually quite nice. Okay, I'll do that. But with these, I've just enjoyed stitching these. Are just different elements about each of them. So I'm just going to pick that up. And go through it a couple of times, because I'm going to have to cut it, and I don't want it to be coming out. Okay, put that in my little holder. Got quite the collection of little bits left now. So that's that. Oh, it's so pretty. I love it. And I've got this out. This is my these little things that I did earlier. I think it was in February. you know, they're being hearts. And I used vintage fabrics, which is what I've got here. So I want to do something similar, you know, just highlight. Don't want to do all of it, like I'll probably just highlight some of the colours, and I'm going to use buttons, like I might you know, put a button here or a button there. I've got 3 buttons that I want to use on there, the different colour ones. There's this, but there's only one blue, so I might use that there, and then I could probably put that one there. I quite like it. Maybe that can go there, I don't know. There's only one blue one. Oh, well, I've got the blue of here. And along here, I usually do a bit of something. I was actually thinking I might do that in either yellow or something, and maybe do some lazy daisies or something. We'll figure something out. Sometimes it's a bit of a work in progress. So I'm going to be stitching some. So I better make a note of where I'm going to leave the buttons. Button there, just so I know. Well, that's the only one where I've got that, so I won't put anything on there. And then maybe there, I think. Just seems a little bit more even, doesn't it? Yeah. So I'll do a button there as well. Just to let myself know I don't need to stitch those in. So with this, I'm just going to might dab some glue on there. Ugh. This glue is yucky. I think that might be, no, that's, here's the back. Just going to do a couple little dabs. And here. So it stays put. Now, with these, when you get them, I think I've got, there we go. Oh goodness, it dries clear. There we go. Just wanted to put that down. And I'm just going to put that on there like that. So I may get a dab of glue on those, and probably more on the edges, because I'm going to stitch in the middle. Okay. There's a funny shaped one, this one. Okay. So that'll hold down. And then what we're going to do with that, the reason why I thought I'm going to put that on there, because the stitch will hold that, and then I'll probably put some French knots on there to hold that down, or a couple of lines in French knots to hold that down. And we're going to use, I wonder if I use that one. I'd like to do this a similar colour to it. This is the colour that I used to go in there, so those little bits and pieces may end up with that colour or some of that. I do have a brighter yellow, which I think, I don't know, I was umming and ahhing between the both, and this is like a yellowy green, but they're very similar, but this is probably more like gold. So, but I am going to sort of, I want it to stand out, but at the same token don't. So I've got it, I'm going to use this second green colour probably in the leaves. So I probably will use this one. It's something with a bit of a sharper point. And what we do on here is just hold it down with a stem stitch. Doesn't always come through. There you go. Now, and with the bunny, the highlighting part is just a backing stitch, very similar to that, but I think I did that off camera. I'm going to do some French knots on its little tail to bring that out a little bit. Oh, seriously, just got a knot in it. I think so. Oh, I don't want that to have a knot in it. Hang 10, I'm just going to pause while I fix this up. Back again, managed to get the knot undone. Now even though this has got a line, but it's going off to the side, I want to probably have it a little bit more in the middle, so I'm going to go off. Just doing a stem stitch. It's got to go through a few layers, so I may use that to hold that down a little bit more. Okay. Okay. You probably won't be able to see this because it's green on green, but it'll happen pretty fast. I just want to stitch that down so it's sort of a bit out of the way and you get an idea of what you need to do. Try and go over a little bit. It depends whether you want to get it right through. It's pretty tough, which makes it a little dangerous when you're pushing it through. This is why you need a thimble to push it through. So we're going to go through the middle, and then I'll probably go in the middle of that there, and then that there, and then maybe a few of the lines just with a straight stitch just to hold it down. But this main part, which is what I'll do, and then the rest I'll do off camera. Oh. Quite thick, but it's got to go through a few layers. Because it is velvet. Probably move that now, I think. Okay. And I'll see what colour I'm going to use on the actual thing. Whether it'll be maybe bring out that yellow or use this beautiful green colour again. So now when we get down to the bottom, we're going to create a stem. That's why we're doing a stem stitch, because you know we took it off, and we took off it because it was like bendy, wiry stuff. So we'll continue on down here. Maybe just coming out a little bit. No more, I think. Because I'm going to put a button on there. So yeah, I think it's probably enough. I might thicken it up. So go back again next to it and do a thicker stem. So just go back just on the stem part, not this way, because I think it probably needs to be a little thicker. It needs to stand out a little more. There we go. So that's basically being held down right now. And just catch a little bit of that. And then go down underneath. So what I'm going to do is start here. Yeah, and just probably catch that. Probably even go back in the middle and catch a little bit of that, so that stays down. Yeah. Go back up here. Catch a bit of that. And down the middle, because it's quite a long part. And catch that. A slight couching. Now, I'll go up here. And rather than just catch it, I think I'm probably going to do a double one, or maybe even a triple. I think so. Well, I'm going to bring it up to the camera in a minute, because it really does need to be caught. Okay. So that's what we're doing with that. I'm just going to pause it for a second.